Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. I hope you're having a great week so far. So today is what I think is going to be my second to last favorites video of 2021 when it comes to beauty stuff in my life. So far I have done favorite hair care tools, favorite hair care products, favorite skincare this past Monday. Today I am sharing my top 5 with a bonus, favorite skincare devices of the last year, and then Monday I'm going to share my favorite makeup from 2021. If there are any other categories that you guys are interested in terms of favorites, let me know. I was going to do body care, and then I thought, I bet no one is really going to watch that. So I don't know. I've been making some big assumptions in terms of like, are these favorites that you guys are actually interested in? So if there's a category that I'm missing or that you are curious about, and if I have favorites in that particular category, I mean, I use a lot of things, obviously. Let me know in the comments down below and I can make some adjustments and expand the series a little bit. Otherwise, after Monday, it's just gonna be like back to regular beauty content. So, let me start out with a little disclaimer on today's video because we're talking about skincare devices. And here's the thing, you don't need any of the stuff that I ever recommend on my channel, right? Like all of this stuff is frivolous, extra stuff that interests me, that I like using, that I see results from, that are a part of my routine, just things that I love and that I love to share my thoughts with you about. But skincare devices are definitely one of those things that I feel like are kind of controversial in that there's a lot of people that either don't have the budget for them or they think they're excessive or you don't need them or they don't do anything or whatever. Like there's a million opinions about this kind of stuff, right? So I just want to let you know before I even share any of these things, most of which are somewhat expensive, you don't need them. You don't need them. These are just things that I've used. I want to tell you guys my experience. That way, if you happen to be in the market, you have some information. You know, if you maybe have a similar skin type to me, or maybe we're somewhere in the same age range, like what this has done for me. I want to give you as much information as possible to make an educated decision for you. So, you know, take my favorites here with a grain of salt because, you know, they're not necessary. It's not necessary. Like really the only thing that I would say that you need, like beauty-wise, and it's not even like really beauty-wise, is protect your skin from the sun. Wear a hat. More importantly, wear your SPF, wear your sunglasses, you know, slather up. If you're gonna go out swimming in the ocean, like put on that SPF all over, don't miss any spots. Skin cancer is a real thing and I'm terrified of getting it. And so I'm a big proponent of that, but other than that, I mean, I don't know, maybe you're the kind of person that doesn't actually ever wash their face. Someone told me that before. They never wash their face with anything but water. That would be absolutely bad for me because of really oily skin and I would break out like crazy, but you know, do what works for you. To each their own. Okay, with that disclaimer aside, I'm gonna be sharing my top 5 plus a bonus. I do already have individual reviews on all of these devices, so I'm not going to go too in depth into exactly what they do. If you're curious about more information, I'm going to link my individual reviews in the description box down below. This is just the roundup video, right? Like we're not going into like all the ins and outs. Like that's not what this is because one, I already did this video once and it was 30 minutes long and I know my videos are so long, so I'm trying really hard, you guys. I just can't seem to like succeed with like not talking so much. So I'm gonna try to be as brief as possible, but there will be more information in the description box down below. Also, if I have any discount codes to be able to save you some money on these devices, I will also put that information in the description box down below, so utilize that box. I do take the time to fill it out, so it is a plethora of information. Let's get into it, you guys. I'm gonna start with my bonus item first, and you know what it is. It's still my Clarisonic. Clarisonic obviously went under back in September of 2021. So the only place that you can currently get Clarisonic stuff somewhat readily, and I don't even know how they're doing this. They must have just bought a bunch of like the extra stock, but Current Body, the website Current Body, you can still purchase Clarisonic devices, a few of them, not a ton, and you can still purchase the brush heads. Now the brush heads, when they're not on sale, horribly expensive, like a year's supply, which would be 4 brush heads, would be like $250, like outrageous, right? Because normally these were, I think they were around 25 bucks a pop, but I always got them like during Sephora sales or whatever, so I never actually paid full price for any of my brush heads, but I still love this device. And I know some of you are cringing because you're like, nah, it's too harsh. But I still love it. I bought my very first Clarisonic back in 2011. By the way, I've had my YouTube channel since 2010. I remember specifically purchasing my very first Clarisonic from QVC, getting it and reviewing it on my channel in 2011. And even back then, I was like, I love this device. It gets my skin so clean. I don't think it's overly harsh or aggressive on my skin. I don't think it compromises my skin barrier in any kind of way, but I have a really tough skin type. I'm oily. I feel like my skin's very thick. It's just a lot of skin. And I have enlarged pores, and I really need to take the time to clean my skin thoroughly. I've always felt like the Clarisonic has done the best job of like giving me a deep clean into my pores, just really getting that soap down there, rinsing it out, and leaving my skin as clear as it can possibly be. I still love this device. I won't spend any more time on it, but if you own a Clarisonic and you're looking for some brush heads, check out Current Body. However, prepare yourself, if they're not on sale, that's some sticker shock. I purchased a ton of brush heads when I found out Clarisonic was going away. By the way, I also have a Mia as well, so I have 2 devices. So I needed enough brush heads for the next several years because I'm not ready to give it up. Okay, let's keep going. This next thing, I don't know that I would really call this a device, but I love these things, and it is kind of an extra skincare thing, so I'm gonna put it in the device category. Gua Sha devices or stones, whatever. This one, I have 2. They're from Derma E. They're both from Derma E. They're rose quartz. Now, I don't think that like the rose quartz energy, the energy contained within the rock is really going to do anything for me. It's not that. I leave these in the fridge, and you know what I use these for is in the morning, I put on an eye mask, and then I hold the nice cold stones like against the eye mask, and I depuff. And it's glorious. I love it. It feels so good. I love keeping these in the fridge. Even when I use like sheet masks, I like to massage them. And because of this little curve here, it just fits so perfectly like along my cheekbone and then like on my forehead. I like to, it's glorious. I love these, and keep them in the fridge. They're amazing. But be careful not to drop them because they can't break. Ask me how I know that. Anyway, these are fantastic, and I think they're like 10 bucks. Probably the least expensive thing I'm gonna recommend to you guys in this video, or again, not necessarily recommend, it's just, you know, it's just my thoughts. Okay, let's get into some other devices here. Tripolar Stop VX. This has the DMA, as well as the RF, radio frequency, dynamic muscle activation. And I have been using this on my face for months now. I'm down to using it just like 2-3 times a week. When I first started with it, I was using it like every other day. But I was also using the tripolar, just radio frequency device before that. So I feel like adding the DMA, I don't know. They tell you to kind of like ease into it, but I was like, it's fine. I have tough skin. So I've been using this for a long time. I do think it has helped to define my jaw a little bit more, especially on this side over here. This jaw over here is, it just is, it's a little smaller, and it just looks a lot more defined. This side, so I'm going to be doing a video on this in the coming weeks here because I'm going to get a treatment for my teeth grinding that it's just driving me nuts, you guys. I don't just grind my teeth in my sleep at night. I grind my teeth and clench during the day. I have a night guard. I work with a dentist, like we've discussed this. My dentist and I have discussed this, so he knows what I'm going to be doing. But my like masseter muscles, which are the ones that you use to chew, or in my case, grind the heck out of your teeth, I grind more on this side. So this jaw is actually, my muscle over here is significantly larger, and this has not helped to really slim and shape that. I have to go do something different, and I'll tell you guys what it is. But I've really been impressed with how it has made this side of my jaw look. I just think it's definitely smaller. This masseter muscle over here just does not get as much of a workout. I also predominantly chew on this side, so this muscle is just much larger. Honestly, that is why I have my hair parted the way that I do, so that you can't tell how different the size of my jaw is from this side to this side. I'm sure now you're gonna be like staring at it all the time, but anyway, I love this device. I love the radio frequency option. I love that it also has the DMA. I will say it's very powerful if you start out on the low level. Don't just, and use a lot of that conductivity gel. It matters. It's gonna lessen that stinging sensation of the DMA in here. The dynamic muscle activation. It does feel like little rubber bands are being pulled against your skin. Some people can't stand that sensation. I don't mind it, but it is a thing. So if you're super sensitive, I would say maybe just get the radio frequency device. But I love the device. It's super effective. It's very powerful. And just one more disclaimer, because I don't think that I said this. If you're going to spend the money on a device, you are going to have to, one, commit the time to it and the effort and the upkeep. Once you reach your desired results, which could take anywhere from like 3 weeks with some devices to as much as like, 3-4 months of use before you start seeing results, you're going to have to be consistent. Most of these things are not things that you can use for like a day or two and see results. Don't be that person. It takes time. You can certainly go see a dermatologist and have lasers done in office. You can have radio frequency. Radio frequency with microneedling is very popular right now to have done at the dermatologist. You can have all that stuff done there, and you'll see much faster results because their devices are way more powerful, but they're also in the hands of a doctor. You cannot have the level of technology that a doctor uses to just like give to some, random person off the street and say, here, use this at home. Don't hurt yourself. These devices are designed to be safe and to be used at home, but what that means is sometimes you also need to use them longer to see some of the results. So most things have a money-back guarantee. Some of them are 30 days, some of them are 60 days. Are you gonna see your final results at 60 days? I don't know, maybe, maybe not, but it's a chance you're gonna have to be willing to take, right? Like sometimes there's risks when you purchase things. You can usually tell within the first couple months whether you really enjoy using it, whether you're starting to see some results, and hopefully that is within your return window. If it's not, maybe this device just doesn't work for you. And that can be a thing that happens. You just have to know that, which is why I think it's so important to do your research, watch lots of reviews, that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is a great device, love it. Another one that is very similar is the Even Skin Lumo. I've been using the Tripolar Stop VX on my face and the Even Skin Lumo on my neck. Similar technology in both. This has a couple of extra features. I've actually done a couple videos on the Even Skin Lumo, so you are getting radio frequency in here. You are also getting EMS, electric muscle stimulation. You are also getting a couple, there's red light in here as well as I think blue light. And then an ion mode as well. So you're getting a couple of extra features with this one. It's still a very powerful device. I've been using this one exclusively on my neck, and I really like how smooth my neck is. I like how the lines look a lot more diminished. I don't really spend a lot of time with this focused like on my thyroid, which is right here. I don't have thyroid issues, but I do think it's important to kind of be cognizant of that. And, you know, I kind of work around it as much as possible. If you're someone who already has thyroid issues, obviously you should talk to your doctor first before you start using a bunch of different devices. But yeah, this one's great. I love it. In terms of which one to pick, I don't know, pick which one has the features that you really want to use. I think they're both really effective, and I think they're both really easy to use, and they're both great devices. I've loved using them over the last year. I could go either way. They're both great. My Droplet. I love the Droplet, you guys. I've been using this for several months now. I do keep the monthly subscription going myself. So I purchased the collagen 30-day supply capsules from Droplet every single month. They just have me on an auto ship, just bills my credit card, they send it out. I use the collagen every single morning as a part of my morning routine. This device, if you've never heard of it, I'm sure you have by now, but this is not just a regular skincare mister. This actually makes the skincare molecules significantly smaller so that they actually penetrate deeper into the skin. It's not like a mister. A mister is not going to do that for you. This is, I believe, a patented technology, and it's very different from everything else on the market. I do think it's super effective. I happily continue to pay for the monthly subscription because I do notice a big difference in my skin with the collagen capsules. My skin is much more hydrated. It is plumped. This does amazing things underneath my eye area. It just hydrates that area beautifully. I don't necessarily even need to use an eye cream in the morning. I still do, but I don't need to. It hydrates my lids. I think that it actually makes I do have a bit of lip filler. I think it actually helps the lip filler look a little bit more plumped. This makes my pores look smaller because, again, it just adds that intense hydration. The collagen formula is just super, super hydrating. And obviously you are able to drive the ingredients deeper into the skin because of the smaller molecule. I really like this device a lot. This one was sent to me. But again, I maintain the monthly subscription, which is, I think, $75. It's expensive, but I love it. So it works for me. I do have a discount code for this, so I'll put it in the description box down below. Love it. And then the last one is probably, besides my Clarisonic, my most loved. It's my Mido Red Light. This particular model, the Mido Pro, does offer the near infrared, which I love, and that's really great for anti-aging, which is one of the main reasons why I use the Mido. I've talked about red light therapy multiple times on my channel. It is wonderful for anti-aging benefits. You do have to be careful because there are some people who can get hyperpigmentation using near infrared. But for me, that's not an issue. I think it actually helps my hyperpigmentation, if I do have a breakout here and there, look better overall. This, I think, has made a huge difference in the texture of my skin, just the overall look of it. I love the panel format. I actually have, here, sorry, Alf is behind me. Oh, I should have done this before, sorry. I have the current body LED mask, this one of these guys that you stick on your face. These. You guys have seen these, right? Like, you just wrap it around your face. Here's the thing with this. That feels very claustrophobic to me. That's hard for me to wear. And I don't think it's as powerful. In fact, I know it's not as powerful as the panels, because these are 5-watt bulbs. That's a big difference from these tiny, tiny little LED nodes that you get in these masks, right? Just these little guys right here. I get much more versatility out of the panel format. Mido does offer a Mido Mini, which will give you the red light as well as the near infrared. That's a great place to start. It is great if you just want to use that on your face. I really like using this all over my body at this point. I still need to get my larger, I'm gonna order the next size panel up. It's a much longer one because I want to do like full body treatments. I did not order that in December because I decided that I was gonna buy some other things for the house. So I kind of blew my budget for that, but it's still coming to me. I'm probably gonna get it In March is when I'm planning on ordering that. I love using this to help improve my mood. It just helps me sleep better at night. It is warm, it's soothing, it helps me relax. When I turn this thing on, I will use it 4 nights a week for 15 minutes at a time. I don't think I need to use it that much anymore, but I do because it's my relaxing time. It's an opportunity for me to take care of myself, and I love the benefits that it gives me. Red light therapy is also really great for people that are experiencing hair loss. You see a lot of those like LED helmets coming out now that people are wearing to help regrow their hair. If you buy a panel light like this, you can just, you can sit, like you can have it behind you and just sit in front of it to get like the back of your head. You can, hold it over your head to get the top of your head. I just think this is a little bit more versatile. There are stands that you can purchase for these, or you can, like for example, this thing here. I probably should just take this off because I don't use it, but you can hang this on over a door. It comes with a kit where you can like hang it on a door. I just sit in my bed and I put my knees up and I set this on top of my knees and then just close my eyes and treat this whole area here, and it's great. I love the benefits from this. There's a whole host of different things that you can benefit from in terms of red light therapy. This Mido panel is incredibly well built. It's gonna last forever. And it's very powerful and it's very quiet and I love it. The mask, I don't know. I don't love the masks. I think it's a lot to have on your face. I tend to get claustrophobic very easily, so that's hard for me. But I don't know, if that's not hard for you, maybe the mask is a better option. So anyway, you guys, those are my 5 favorite devices of the last year. 6 technically. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to check out that description box down below. I bet this was still a 20-minute video. I'm sorry. If you're still here, please subscribe if you're new. This video, thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo!